Tim, here we are in the Netherlands. Finally made it over here. I'm fishing with Tim and his brothers. We got Ronald on the boat. You did some days with your brother. Smacking the Kraken on big pike.
Yeah, big pike, man. This is a big pike killer. Great up and down action, and man, it catches fish.
Now he's actually fishing. Tim's been fishing with the prototype paddle tail. Let me steal that from you. So it turns your Kraken into a paddle tail bait. Obviously, big pike over in the Netherlands, paddle tails have been a classic presentation. So this is a paddle tail now with versatile weighting. So these are just going to be out here very shortly. We're getting to play around with them before anybody else. But you've caught some big fish. And then the thing with the standard Kraken, these mid-depth spots, we've been changing the weights out because you look at conditions. We got a little post-frontal coming in right now, so as it's brighter, we're running deeper. Later in the day, taking this out.
Yep.
What would you say to Tim, like some of the keys? Because, you know, you're a musky angler now. We've done Canada. Yep. We've done the Netherlands. Other than not figure eighting, what's the key takeaway on how to catch big pike that most musky anglers miss?
I think go slow. You don't burn your bait. Just be patient with your presentation, because musky anglers like to go fast a lot of times. But for pike, especially this time of year, you just have to slow down.
Yeah, and there's been some slobs hitting the net, guys. You're going to see that. I'll show you how to work the Kraken and some tricks with the Kraken paddle tail here in a second. Let's get another big one, buddy. All right, guys, they're smacking the Kraken in the Netherlands. Obviously, these work on big muskies and big pike. So what I have in my hand right here, this is the grub tail prototype, and this is the paddle tail prototype for the Kraken. Just like your typical Kraken skirts from Livingston, you're going to get a 2-pack of these that you can augment your Kraken any way you want it. So you'll see in the video, a lot of times we're doing like a straight retrieve. With your typical paddle tail presentation, that's all it takes. But with the Kraken, what's exciting is the versatile weighting. So we don't need 3 different paddle tail baits. We've got one, shallow, mid, deep. Throw it out. If you need it shallow, run it with no weight. Mid, run your mid weight on it, and your heavyweight, you can hit any depth you want. So you have one paddle tail to rule them all. Super excited about this guy. This is a beat up warrior here. I've caught a lot of fish on. This is the grub tail version. This is your typical pool pulse. Rip, let it fall. Rip, let it fall. Just like your jerk baits, versatile weighting. We don't need a mid, shallow, and deep. We got it all with the Kraken, which is cool. Now, in the Netherlands, we caught a bunch of big pike using bladed tails. You'll see the next level blade kits at Musky Shop. This is one I whipped up here. It's actually got a French blade on it, but we sell the extra hooks that you can put on the back of your Kraken, make it versatile. A little trick I like on this is I'll put a couple extra split rings here. These are number 7s, just to get a little more wag in the tail of this bait. So as it's falling, that blade's coming with it. So when you jerk it up, we have some blade action. And on the fall, on the pulse, we have a blade twisting. So there's Colorado options, there's willow leaf options. If you want to do your own thing, you can do a French. Any blade will work on the back of this. Just make sure you've got a nice little setup here where it's running straight down the hook. Like I said, my big tip on Krakens with blades, some extra split rings are going to be there. But of course, we smashed them just straight up on the normal Kraken. This guy was killing it. The Disco Shed, the walleye version, you get your replacement tails at the Musky Shop. You can mod these out any way you want them, any way you need to fish. The Kraken's gonna smack them wherever you go.